We've got a really great panel right now. We're going to talk about, actually, this is something that's really been on my mind lately since we got here, but not lead generation as much anymore, but how about like actually getting the lead into an actual offer. So we have well, first of all, have you seen this before? He doesn't just randomly come out with a fishing net. We're going to talk to Andrew in a second about that. And do you see what we have back here?
I'm here.
She'll show you in a moment. First of all, I want you guys to introduce yourselves really quickly, and then I'm going to ask you why you have a net on stage. So please, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Leslie Lang, and I work with Keller Williams Realty, and I thought there was going to be a table in front of here, so I probably should have worn underwear.
We're kindred spirits.
Excuse me on the, sorry, you people in front.
All right. Well, there you go.
Hi, I'm Janelle Boyenga with the Boyenga team. I work here in the Silicon Valley. And I'm happy to be with the stand-up.
Okay.
And you're pretty much wearing.
Well, it's a hard act to follow.
Yeah.
My name is Andrew Flackner. I am the CEO and co-founder of Real Scout.
All right, so now tell me about what you're holding here.
Sure, so I am going fishing, and I'm fishing for salmon. But the problem is that I have this net with a big hole in the bottom of it. Now, what does this have to do with real estate? Well, as an industry, we are obsessed with lead gen. We spend billions, yes, billions of dollars every year to generate leads, to go fishing for leads. We fish for them on Zillow, we fish for them at open houses or through referrals, and yet without an effective way to capture and convert these leads, we take a bucket of leads like this and we throw them into a net like this and take a look at what happens.
Uh-oh.
And so what just happened here? What happened is all of your leads went back into the search portal pond where they're getting fished by another agent. And so a few months ago, we introduced this concept of offer generation, and the idea here is that as an industry, we have been laser focused on generating leads, but the idea of offer generation is really how do we create a process to systematically and scale our client, the conversion of our client leads into our transaction offers. And so we're really trying to shift the dialogue a little bit and educate on that.
I've looked into what you do, and it's really amazing to make sure the experience for the consumer is a really wonderful one, and that's what you have done a really great job at doing. So these two ladies, both amazing agents, and with two completely different, very different. So we've talked on the phone a little bit. As you can see, her comment earlier was very fun. Also, can you explain? Do you want to explain what we have back here?
Sure.
She has a very personal touch with her clients. I want to start off by saying, you have how many leads coming in a month?
Maybe 500 to 1,000.
500 plus leads a month, and she has a really great systematic way of handling those leads. And then we have, Leslie, you have maybe 3 clients at one time, right?
I work with 3 buyers at one time, and I explain to them, I don't just work with anybody, and neither should you. This is the biggest purchase you're going to make, and so it's important that we get to know each other. And
she does that by choice. What did you just say backstage, like about making $1 million?
I don't necessarily have to make $10 million. $1 million is fine. And I like to have a well-rounded life. I do stand-up comedy, and I'm on a Rotary, and I love what I do, so it doesn't seem like work, but I want to do other things in life as well.
Well, let's talk about how you actually handle, once you have that lead, the funnel that it goes through toward actually converts into a sale. So how do you handle that, and how do you make it a good experience?
Well, we sell homes all the time, but these people this is their first home or this is their biggest purchase. And so the best thing that I like to do is to make it as special as possible, whether that's having a special parking spot for them, a welcome sign, really nice food and drinks, because I don't like anybody shopping for a home on an empty stomach. And I'm not talking about those crappy pinwheel sandwiches from Costco and those Kirkland waters, not that. I have some nice stuff, and it makes them feel special because it is going to be a longer meeting, and it's going to be intimate. What I do first is I ask them what owning a home means to them, and I actually ask them why until they cry. After they have said that it's a tax write-off and I can paint it any way I color it, whatever, it ends up being that they end up crying because they want to make their parents proud. And so we all end up crying together, and that actually just emotionally anchors them to the decision and lets me know about their motivation, and I can remind them when we're out of the things that they told me what buying a home means to them.
Yeah,
So
that's why this panel is so great, because we've got two completely different approaches. So I want to, I don't know why she's getting a spatula out. Do you want to explain the spatula before I move on? Because I'm frightened.
yes, well, it's a spatula because it was a magic wand, but the 4-year-old and my last clients couldn't let it go. So this is the interim magic wand, and I give it to the clients and I say, tell me what your dream house looks like. And then they dream and they figure out and they tell me exactly what they want. And something about this really makes it powerful.
Since we're on the, tell me, please, I don't even know how to,
Okay.
I don't know what to say about this, guys. Oh,
Part of what I do
expecting
is
that
I tell
either.
them how we're going to cut out the competition. There's a lot of competition in the Bay Area for homes, and I make it fun and make it memorable. And when they come to see me, I explain what we're going to do, and
here it comes.
here's the money, Boa.
It's money, guys.
It's money. It's all
And it's
money.
a boa.
What I do is I take them to the process when I present their offer in person, and I wear the money boa because I'm bringing the money to stand out and to show them that we're bringing the money. But in the beginning,
I'm just imagining, can you imagine an agent coming in with a money boa?
and it's something that really breaks the
Fabulous.
ice, and it makes it fun, because buying a house is really going to be scary, but I wanted to scare them to life and not scare them to death. So I make it fun and,
It is fun.
and funny.
It's
yeah.
probably the best thing I've seen in a very long time. I love that. I'm going to Amazon Prime one to my home after this. Janelle, let's talk about your approach and how you are taking 500 plus leads per month. And let me tell you my background. Yesterday, the panel that I was on, we are purchasing leads in a high volume, and I'm the first one to tell anyone if I have made a mistake. And I think I made a mistake at my brokerage. I think I've spent a lot of money on bringing leads in with not a really good infrastructure on how to actually close them. And that's why I'm happy to be up here with you guys, so I can have some know-how like I'm sure the audience wants too. So it's like just I'm burning money because I can't get my agents to convert them the right way. So how do you handle that? How do you make a difference in your office?
So Katie, I think that's a problem many agents have.
Right.
And Eric and I, so I'm fortunate to have a different background than my partner, my husband, who I work with. He has a marketing background. So if I say the phone's not ringing, it's a mistake because it rings off the hook. He'll do something, he'll go online and create some magic, and we'll get the phone ringing and more leads or client contacts than we can handle. And we've always had this problem since years ago when we started working with HomeGain, and he realized, oh, online lead gen is really cool. You can get a lot of clients very quickly. The Spear is good, but if you want consistent, good client contacts every day, you're going to get them if you go online and work some magic. But then, now what? Are you going to just let them go? Because it gets to be a daunting task, and it gets to be overwhelming sometimes when the phone keeps ringing and you don't know what to say or how to do or how to just convert them, right?
I was telling Janelle she must be doing something right, because I know a lot of your phones are probably going off right now and it's a lead and you're like, son of a, like 5 minutes? My God, I can't do it. And she tells me when she leaves here, she and her husband are flying to Paris, and she gave up her Zillow phone. So you have.
Well, I gave up my phone and my Zillow phone. The Zillow phone I've given up, I gave up 3 years ago.
Got it. So you.
I had the Zillow phone for a few years, and then we expanded our team. To
make sure you can go to Paris after speaking at this conference, which
Yes.
is amazing. A lot of people don't have that because they don't have the infrastructure, and that's why what you've done, Andrew, is really, really cool. If you can elaborate a little bit on how
Sure.
you're trying to help us.
So I think there's really 3 steps to any good offer gen process, and there's actually, if you Google offer gen, you'll actually find a lot of articles written by other thought leaders in the industry, Bernice Ross and Rob Hahn. But what's really great about focusing on your offer gen strategies, you're actually increasing the return on investment of the leads that you're already buying or the referrals that you're already getting from your network. And so the first step of a good offer gen strategy, it comes down to capture. How are you capturing these leads? Because you better believe that when you get a lead, either from an open house or from an online portal, you better believe that there's going to be a lot of agents that are vying for the attention of that lead. And so the first step is getting back to that lead as fast as possible, and I think everyone in this room knows that. But how do you use technology to make that a little bit easier? So BombBomb is a company I really like. They raised their hand and declared themselves an OfferGen product. And so you can actually integrate BombBomb with Zillow, and you can have a BombBomb personal video email respond immediately to your Zillow lead. The second step is something that we at Real Scout are extremely passionate about, and that is home search. So Zillow does a really great job, and the rest of the portals do as well, at connecting a home buyer not to a home, but rather to an agent. And once you as an agent get that client, then you need to safely transition them away from the portal so that you can collaborate with them in a safe haven or a incubation system. And so you need to make sure that you're delivering an experience that a consumer has come to expect. And then the third step of the process is really called funnel. And what we mean by that is that even in a market of low inventory, it's important that you get your clients in the habit of making decisions about the properties that hit the market. And so that's something that again, we're really passionate about at Real Scout. But together, you have capture, search, and funnel, and that kind of completes the OfferGen process.
Do either of you have a systematic way of handling that lead the minute that it comes into your office?
I get them into the office right away.
So you
I
sit
get them
down and
into the
consult?
office face to face, and I educate them first by telling them what, I go, we have a secret language in real estate. I tell them what DOM means, COE, TFT, time for tequila, LOE, SA, LA, MLS, and then of course LOL, because this has got to be fun as well. And that there's sometimes it's going to be BFD. And so I educate them, which empowers them, and then I excite them. So they're like, come on, let's write an offer, let's go, let's go, let's go. They're so excited because they're in on the secret language, and now they feel empowered, taking responsibility, and we already cried and had some food together, so it's done.
You made them cry already.
Yeah.
Janelle, what do you do in your office once that lead?
So we have really amazing systems in place. We had a systems coach that helped us, and we have a standard of care, and everyone knows it's crucial to respond rapidly. I mean, the results are amazing. If you, first of all, respond, build the rapport, find out about this person. Has this person been looking for 10 years? And because I think I'd qualify them as someone that's not ever going to be OfferGen, right? I've been looking for a long time. Okay, all right. Is this person pregnant? I want to buy a house. I'm going to have a family. I think this is a person, a type segmenting lead, and you're going to be writing offers very quickly. So our team has the ability to respond quickly, find out more about them, ask questions, get an appointment. If you get an appointment quickly, the capture rate is incredible. If we meet with this person, it's a 90%, we're going to be a good fit.
Yeah, Andrew, tell me, do you think that that human touch that we keep going back to in the last 4 days is an important part of this?
I think absolutely. I think that whether your business is small or large, I think that you can incorporate tools and technology into your business to help scale the level of your service. But in some ways, there's no substitute for human interaction. I think it's important that one of the OfferGen principles that I usually preach is prioritizing your pipeline, because whether you have 3 clients or 100 clients, there's probably some clients that deserve your attention right now. And if you don't have the systems in place to identify who those people are, well, it makes it a little bit difficult to grow your business.
While we're on the subject, because we're going to wrap up, but tell me, what one thing can you share with the audience to help them during this time with that lead?
Sure. So I think that there's one thing that's important to think about is what would it mean for your business if you're able to increase your GCI by 50%, not by buying more leads or generating more leads, but simply doubling the conversion rate that you have on the leads that you already have.
Yeah, it's so. I'm staring at you guys like, please, I'm going to talk to you afterwards because I need some serious help. What takeaway do you have, and what do you want to share?
We're making memories every step of the way. This is a huge life event. We're changing the trajectory of people's lives, and so I take it very seriously, but have a lot of fun and celebrate each step of the transaction. And basically, it's go big to go home.
That's awesome. Janelle?
So I would say if you want to grow your business, don't be afraid to spend money online with Trulia or Zillow, some of my favorites. But you need the resources and the bandwidth to support that. You don't want people calling and not getting a response. when people are contacting you, they want help. So have the bandwidth to support it with companies like Real Scout and other companies that can support the incoming inquiries, so you can respond quickly and make them feel like they're special.
Right. I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you.